Future Intelligence Technology Agency. What does that mean? Hey, what on earth? I've never had a page deleted while I was viewing it. Very strange. What is this place? It has some serious security measures. I've taken a job for that new client, Gabriel Dexter. I leave for Venice today.
Oh, God. Why am I not surprised? Well, I'll hold down the fort as usual. Good luck.
Thank you. There's nothing else I need from my suitcase. I started a dossier on Bianca Cardello based on the information Dexter sent me. I should start there. I should call Detective Brunetta.
Pronto, Detective Brunetta.
Buongiorno. This is Malachi Rector. I need to speak with you about the death of Bianca Cardello.
I was told to expect your call. Meet me at 425 alla Due Colonne. That's the site of the murder.
Thank you. I'll see you there. The veins and arteries of Venice. This canal is one of the smaller ones. That house needs repair. A lot of these Venetian homes have been passed down through generations, and the current owners can't afford the upkeep. That window looks directly over the bridge. I can't reach it. Besides, the door is much more convenient if I really want to get in there. That must be Detective Brunetta. I wonder how Gabriel Dexter got the Italian police to work with me. There's definitely more to this than Dexter was willing to tell me. That house needs repair. Are you Detective Brunetta?
That is correct, Mr. Rector.
Yes.
I've been told to answer any questions you have about the death of Bianca Cardolo. I can't say I understand why.
Well, I'm glad to know where you stand, Detective. Let's get started, if you don't mind. It's always good to know your source. You won't mind telling me something about yourself?
That depends on what you want to know.
This is a high-profile case, isn't it? You've been working on it around the clock.
That's right. Never lets you go, a case like this. And what is your stake in it, Rector?
I'm not trying to find her killer. I just need information.
And you're a luckier man than I. But if you mean you'll stay out of my way, then I'm glad for it.
You've been a detective for a long time. 20 years at least.
That's right. Someone told you about me?
Your experience is obvious.
I will take that as a compliment.
Do you know the Cardolo family personally?
I'm not a part of that high society, even if I have the time to have a social life, which I don't.
You said you were told to answer my questions. Can I ask by whom?
You don't know?
I'm not in the habit of asking questions I know the answer to.
I was told it came from a mayor's office. You were hired by Signore Cardolo, perhaps?
No, it wasn't Cardolo.
Interesting. Well, at least I know that much.
Tell me about Bianca Cardolo.
She was a popular figure in Venice. Everyone knew her. She was even named the most beautiful woman in the city several years ago. The public wants her killer found, and so do I.
Tell me about Bianca Cardolo's murder.
We know she was followed while walking home from a concert. She ran. The killers caught up with her here where we're standing. They hanged her from this bridge.
Sounds familiar. In fact, I read that much in the papers.
I can't read your mind, Mr. Rector. If you have questions, ask them.
She was walking home from a concert alone?
Yes, her husband is a very busy man. As I understand, she often attended artistic events without him.
Was she robbed? Molested?
No, her purse fell into the canal. We retrieved it. Her money and credit cards were all there. Her jewelry was untouched. There were no signs of rape.
Were there any witnesses?
No one came forward, even after Signor Cardolo put out a personal request.
Do you have any leads on the killers?
No. If you want my opinion, such as it is, they were professionals. They left no physical evidence on the bridge or on the body. Even the rope was generic.
Tell me about the Cardolo family.
Dante Cardolo, her husband, is extremely wealthy and a very important man in local politics. Well-respected man, for good reason. Her father, Venetian royalty. It would be difficult to find a more distinguished bloodline anywhere in Italy. This crime has all of Venice in shock, and we have no leads. We haven't found anyone who would want to hurt her.
And yet, someone did.
Yes. If you want my opinion, her family had nothing to do with it. But that begs the question, eh? Who did?
Those are all the questions I have, Detective.
Maybe someday I'll know what this was all about, eh?
I doubt it. Even I don't know what it's all about. But I wish you luck in finding Bianca's killer.
I'll need more than wishes. Arrivederci, Mr. Rector.
Arrivederci. Pardon, Signora. May I have a word with you?
Yes? What can I do for you?
The old woman must own that rundown house. They're a matched set.
Yes, Signore. What can I do for you?
I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Malachi Rector.
Buonasera, Signore. I am Caterina Falone.
Is this your home, Signora? It's lovely.
Ah, grazie. It's been in my family for 4 generations.
I noticed that you seem nervous, Signora.
You would be nervous too if unspeakable things happen just outside your front door. I do not wish to talk about it.
I would like to speak with you about the murder, Signora.
No, I'm sorry. I won't speak about that. I already said as much to the police.
But I am not the police. You can talk to me.
I don't know you, Signore. And it is too terrible to talk about. No.
Thank you for speaking with me, Signora.
It was a pleasure to speak with such a fine gentleman. Arrivederci.
I believe that's a younger photo of Signora Filone, the woman who lives near the site of Bianca's murder. She's wearing a Venetian Murano glass necklace. I don't recall seeing it on her when we met.
Mr. Rector, it's a pleasure to see you. Welcome back to Venice.
Thank you, Signor Barozzi.
Did you come about the figurine? Let me know when you're ready to see it.
Venetian fine china. It's affordable and ever so slightly rare. Good for Barozzi's middle-class clientele. Is it a lamp or a blow-up doll? I can't think of a client I dislike enough to saddle with that thing. Those candelabra are interesting. They look like they came from a church. Those wouldn't be big sellers in Manhattan. I hate lions. Unfortunately, they're very popular in antiques. I never buy or sell anything like that. I've seen better, in art and in real life. This Venetian necklace looks similar to the one Signora Filoni wore in her younger days. I think this one is worth a purchase. I'd like to buy this necklace.
Certainly. Let me get that for you. Shall I put it on your account?
Please.
There you are. You have a good eye, as always, Mr. Rector.
His desk isn't old, but it's certainly taken a beating. I wouldn't have it in my shop. Barozzi is old school, like a lot of antique dealers. He still records his sales on paper. It looks like a collapsible pole, perhaps a Venetian boat pole. Interesting piece. I don't have a use for a collapsible boat pole at the moment, but if I need one, I know where to find it. The soft lighting covers a multitude of sins. It's a protester. They're thick as flies in the city. Signor Giuseppe Barozzi. I've known him for years. While his stock is usually lower grade, he knows when he's seen something significant, and he calls me.